Whoa. I was worried that was going to be really loud. Which, thank the Lord, it wasn't. Cool, this is Spyro the... Oh god. Anyway, this is Spyro the Dagron. I'll wait for people to pile in a bit. Hey, Anya. Hopefully CDG is still here. CDG Cool Mellow. Imagine it's like a nice melon-flavored candy. It's like a nice cool melon-flavored. Hey, yo, what's up, Beep? And Gamer Girl Breep. If you mixed Gamer Girl Bree and Beep, you'd get Gamer Girl Breep. Alright, full disclosure, I'm not feeling too well right now. I'm a little, I feel like a cold developed, but it also could just be my immune system freaking out because we just dusted the house and I didn't wear a mask because I'm an idiot. And, my whole body is just shouting in agony. So I'm gonna try to make it through this. I'm already feeling good. I ate some pizza for dinner. And a gyro. It was a very good gyro. We have a Greek pizza place nearby, and it's pretty dope. Now, I've been playing this just for fun, so I have a file ready to go, but I'm gonna hit a new game, because I feel like we should start over. And we're gonna have a good time. This is actually my favorite of the trilogy. I prefer the original just because it's a lot simpler.
For a dragon's age. We now have 12,000 treasure, or is it 14,000? What about this Ganasty Gnort character? Now I understand he's found a magic spell to turn gems into warriors for his cause.
I'll take that question. Nasty Nord is a simple creature. Vampire. He has been contained in a remote world and is no threat to the Dragon Kingdom. No threat! Besides, ugly that does it.
Nope.
Looks like I've got some things to do.
Pretty smart idea hiding under your dead brethren, but that's like, I don't know, is that a bit of a, it's about to make a bit of a dark joke. Oh my god, emulator, come on. Oh my god, the emulator is screaming. It's about to make a bit of a dark joke. It's like school shooter, like just hiding from that under your friend's dead body.
Thank you for releasing me, Spyro. Free 10 dragons in the artisan world. Then find the balloonist. He'll transport you to the next world.
What about Nasty Nord? I'm going after him.
Find dragons first. That's all I can tell you.
Cool. So that's the big goal of the game. We just have to find our Dargans, and you only need a certain amount to advance the plot, but I don't know. I'm gonna try to collect everything I can, at least up front. There's some levels later in the game that I just have legitimately no idea how I would, or I don't know. I just don't have the patience for some of them. Like a lot of them are like really like super puzzly, but I've never 100%ed this game. Probably not going to change today. Well, definitely not going to change today. We're not going to 100% this game in one, like, 3-hour sitting. But we're going to have fun, because I like Spyro a lot. Wake up!
Cool Flash, do that again.
The artisan's boss is through a portal in the Dragon Mouth, but you are not yet ready, Spyro. First you must complete one of the other artisan lands.
Yes, we complete one of those, and then we can go take on the boss. But, you know, nothing we can do about that now, so let's go free more dragon. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard for me to say if the 2010s were a weird... No, they were a weird decade. I don't know, 10 years is a lot to try to, like, condense. So, I'm not gonna try it. No, we've seen the bulk of what Spyro 1's plot is going to provide. It's Nasty Nork imprisons the dragons. Spyro's like, well, I better go fix that, and then he goes and fixes that. It's not a complicated plot. It's really all you need for a game about a cute purple dragon.
Hey, Spyro, press the jump button twice to glide. And don't be afraid. Afraid? Of what? Falling from high mountain peaks? Plummeting into prehistoric glaciers? Oh, that.
That's how long he has left to live. He has 3 dragons left to live. Yeah, actually, this decade gave me a, we played Spyro 3. I think I might have actually played this at some point, but I don't remember, so I'm gonna do it again. My thumbnail list didn't have any Spyro 1 thumbnails in it, so I'm going to assume I didn't, because I keep a very meticulous list of my thumbnails. But a lot of my favorite games ever came from this decade. So, like, Nier dropped in 2010, and that's my favorite game of all time. Drakengard 3, Final Fantasy 13. There was a lot of good stuff. So, like I said, it's hard to condense the decade into, like, if it was strictly good or strictly bad. A lot of good happened, and a lot of bad happened, so... we kind of just roll with the punches, you know? We'll just try again next year. I don't know, it's easier to take it year by year. Decade by decade it's too much. Humans don't get to live enough decades to accurately portray it. I'm just collecting all the treasure so I don't forget later. See, because like with the later Spyro games, it's like you need to keep purchasing upgrades to get new stuff or like access things. But with Spyro 1, once you see something, you can just totally complete it in one sitting, and I kind of like that. I don't know, the further I get, I don't know, the older I get, the more I just kind of appreciate being able to, like, not having to backtrack, just like if I see something, I can do it. I'm not saying that it's a bad idea, I'm just saying it's not necessarily for me. When I have to come back to a place. Leaf, you just closed the door. Hold up. Be free, Leaf. I don't own Reignited, actually. I didn't buy it because, oh yeah, hey Kook, by the way, I meant to say your name too. Hello to everybody that appeared. I didn't buy the Reignited trilogy because, I don't know. I really think it looks beautiful. Like, the cutscenes where, like, the dragons are talking, I think that looks really beautiful. But I don't really care much for, like, the in-game graphics. I think they're, I don't know, I kind of lose track of everything. Oh yeah, wasn't it like the Japanese release of this gives, like, really bad motion sickness or something? Or, like, the Japanese kids were getting motion sickness from this?
Where's Nasty Nork? I'll torch him.
Keep your horns on, Spyro. You have much to learn first. Do you know what the dragonfly following you is doing? His name is Sparks, and he's helping and protecting you. Keep an eye on him and see what I mean.
Yeah, like, the Japanese version of this game is, like, so changed to, like, kind of account for the fact that, I don't know, like, apparently it's, like, weird. Like, there we go. I thought there was a dragon in there. There's 1 or 2 more gems I have to get. Japanese version had a fixed camera. So I guess this is the one that was giving the motion sickness then. Yeah, I was gonna say, the decade can't be all that bad. I got to, A, start doing YouTube, and then B, amass such a great fan base. So, you know, God bless y'all. Plus, it helped me figure out what I wanted to do in life, so you really can't beat that. I know I'm missing a gem. Where is it? New Game Plus in Spyro? I need to rewatch that, like, localization video. It might actually be in there. I don't know for sure. Let's just go in here. We'll go to Stone Hill. Which alchemy form? It's true, Tipsy Doom. You are great. All of you are great. I genuinely enjoy having all of you pop up in my stream chat. It's like I kick up a stream and I'm like, what's gonna be the dig today? And then I see the usual suspects and it's like, fuck yeah, the usual suspects. Whoop. No, it's true. It's legitimately happy with how everything turned out. Love Switch alchemy form. I'm partial to the rainbow form, just because I think it looks nice. I will compliment all of you because you are all fucking epic. And it definitely helped meeting Sages with it too, because, you know, a much larger viewer base to get in contact with everyone, because, I don't know, if I'd kept it up solo, I mostly just would have stuck to, like, SMT stuff.
When you free a dragon or step on one of their platforms, you're saving your progress. That could be useful if you run into trouble. Not that you ever run into trouble, Spyro.
When I was in I had a daycare, I used to go to daycare, and we had a PS1 at one of the daycares. I think I went to two different ones. Like, one was just attached to the school I went to, and the other was, like, an extra thing. And we had a PS1 at the one closer by. And we would always either play, like, this, or... We'd play either, like, this, or fucking... Tony Hawk, that's what it was.
After you freed all the dragons, pass through this fancy vortex thingamajigger. It'll take you back to the artisan home. But first, let me tell you a story.
No thanks. See ya.
And I remember, like, one of the daycare instructors was leaving, and she didn't care about Spyro at all. And, like, her thing was, like, she's like, oh, yeah, just, we were playing Tony Hawk, because that's what she liked. And she was like, just let me know when you guys, like, are done, you know? And I'm like, oh, yeah, like, I don't know, I'm kind of done with this. You want to play Spyro? And they're like, nope, that's enough game time for the day. I'm like, I played myself. Like, I don't know, I didn't care much for Tony Hawk at that point. Though I really do kind of want to play the Tony Hawk games. Those would be fun. Wait, Simpsons skateboarding? I saw that at a video store I went to once, and I really wanted to play it. And, my mom wouldn't let me. Which, I mean, for, like, everything I've seen from it, it looks like she kind of saved me, but... you know. Hello. Dargan!
Spyro, my friend, how about a hint on gliding?
You bet.
For the longest glide, press the X button at the top of a jump, and try pressing the triangle button to drop down in mid-flight.
You see, it's canonically the X button. I don't want to hear anyone at Sony be like, oh, it's the cross button. Like, get your Christian propaganda out of here. Jesus Christ died on the Jesus Christ died on the X button. Oh! That actually panned out, because I would have forgotten this part existed. A key! Key's nuts. Yeah, it's Jesus Christ. Like, there was this one, like, fighting game on Steam or whatever, and it was like, you'd play as, like, different gods or whatever, and Jesus was DLC. And, it was just like, Jesus is back, and he is cross. And I thought that was the funniest thing in the world. I don't ever know what, like, came of it. Like, no one ever talked about it after the... I don't think anyone, like, really knew the game existed until the Jesus Christ DLC trailer came out. I think it was on PC. I don't remember what it was. It was like, was it like Battle of Gods or something?
Watch the dragonfly, Spyro. His color indicates his power. When he eats butterflies, he stays strong. Like me.
Sure.
Yeah, if some dude in like a weird like cellar just kept flexing his weird dick neck at me and telling my buddy to eat dragonflies, I'd be upsetting. I'd be upset rather. I'm surprised that like SMT hasn't like tried to do more with Jesus. Like the closest we got was just Messiah. But like nothing like Jesus actually being like a boss. Like a boss. He's here. I can hear it. I can hear it in the winds. Yeah, thanks on you. Yeah, it's really nice to hear that people, you know, actually enjoyed this stuff as well. Because I'm just a dude playing video games in my room, and it's nice to know that people enjoy that. If Jesus Christ was a Pokemon trainer, what would he have? Hard mode. You can't choose Arceus. I'd say like Wooloo. Yeah, Ho-Oh. Oh shit. Ho-Oh would work. I'd say Wooloo because he's the shepherd. Jesus would only have. It's like that one album where it's like, what is it? The Alice in Chains album. The Devil Put Dinosaurs Here. I mean, no, it's a similar feeling to like when I was going through a rough point in like early 2012. Luca Jin's LPs really helped me through it. Like the Barbie Horse Adventure ones. Like I was at a dark place in 2012, and I skipped school one day because I just couldn't put up with it, and I watched Barbie Horse Adventure, and it was good. Barbie's Horse Adventure will save you from depression. Alright, where do you think these last 4 gems are? We can't go any further than that. You! Give me the fucking egg! Haha! I've murdered you! Well, Snom is Jesus, so it is possible. Yeah, I haven't watched the Luca Jin LP in a good while, but I'll never forget what Barbie's Horse Adventures did for me. Which is a sentence that I should probably think about repeating at some point. I mean, that's the only issue with this one is, there's no real way to tell where the last bits of treasure are. And I always assumed I would end up losing them up here, but... Oh, hello. What do you think it could be, then? Oh, there they are. And to think, I almost gave up. Hey, DJ Space Invader. There we go, it's 200 out of 200. We've done everything we can do here. So let's GTF. And I really like this level just because this whole like ridge up here feels like it should be out of bounds. But it's not. It's kind of a fun feeling. I like when games do that, like make something feel out of bounds, but like not actually be out of bounds. You know what I'm saying? Kind of picking up what I'm putting down. Jesus. DLC invasion. Because my breath tastes really strongly like onions and garlic, because I also had a gyro. Very, very oniony. And that's not a bad thing, necessarily. I like onions. I was hoping the last 2 gems would be in there. We're not gonna do Toasty yet. We're gonna save Toasty for last. Wild Woody! If you kill enough infidels, yeah, when they respawn and you kill them again, they give you these little, like, spherical things. Treasure. And if you collect enough of them, like it fills up the bar, you get an extra life. Is that it? Litty titty, boys. Imagine if Wild Woody came into your room like in the middle of the night and just screamed in your mouth. Like he just crawls inside of you and you're like, ah, there's someone inside of me. And he's like, who could it be? And you're like, who could it be? And he's like, it's me, Wild Woody. Like in your brain, like not anywhere lewd. I don't know, I kind of have a newfound Go makes me appreciate certain Pokemon, like, way more. Because, like, now I prefer Wooloo, or, not Wooloo, god damn it, Mothim to any of the Wormadamas because its shiny is so much better.
Welcome to Town Square, Spyro. Begin exploring by gliding to that area with the bulls. Use the L2 and R2 buttons to get a good look.
Do you think Spyro knows what, like, video game characters know what you mean when you talk about, like, buttons? They're like, what the fuck are you talking about, you geriatric bastard? That feels like an Epic Gamer parody. Like, I could make that as a, an Epic Gamer animation in 2011. Dude, if Wild Woody, like, waited till I was, like, out in public to reveal that he's possessed me, like, that would be the worst. Because I'd be, like, sitting there in Panera trying not to, like, totally freak out, and he's like, isn't this wild? And I'm like, Woody, shut up. That would be horrifying. I would hate that. Epic Gamer Woody. Just Woody keeps shouting slurs in your brain.
I had the worst itch on the tip of my wing. Oh, did you know that you get your longest glides by pressing X at the very top of your jump?
Didn't you just say that? Or someone else just said that? I don't know, trying to, like, fill out, like, all of them must be difficult. Though I know, like, some of them later, it's just, like, some of the dragons are just like, oh, thanks for rescuing me. Okay, bye. Like, I don't know, if you had a live-action Wild Woody, what would you do with him? Like, if you knew you could, if you had the actual Wild Woody at your disposal, and anything you do to him, like, you could do anything you wanted, what would you do to Wild Woody? Would you kill him? Carve a hole into Wild Woody? I don't like that.
Spyro, did you see a man dressed in blue running around here? He's a thief, and he's stolen a dragon egg. You've got to track him down and get that egg. Run! Run! I'm getting a little winded.
Is that guy okay? I caught a Virizion today, and let me tell you, Virizion sucks in Go. It is so, so bad. Which is a shame, because I like Virizion, but... it's just no good here. But Go screws up a lot of Pokemon, like, there's no redeeming Suicune. And that's a shame. Though Heatran finally got redeemed a bit. Finally. I have so many treasures. I always imagined that these would taste like, I always imagine, like, eating one, like, one of these, like, gems, and they'd taste like, if you ripped the candy off of Pop Rocks. Like, I'm not the only one who feels that, right?
Thank you for releasing me.
Yeah, that's what a lot of them just end up being. Suicune have a movie? I thought that was just Entei. And I might just be brain farting here. Thank you for releasing me. Yeah, Fruit Gushers would be fitting. I remember being viscerally disappointed with Fruit Gushers when my head didn't turn into a fruit, but 90s and early 2000s marketing was weird. Oh yeah, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I didn't watch, I had Forever on like DVD, or rather VHS, but I don't think I ever like watched it all the way through. I remember being like really bored by it, and then I came back to it and like Onion Fairy was dead. And I got really upset by that, and I just never ended up seeing it all the way through. Except I had a sticker book of it, and it was all in Spanish. So, you know. Because for some reason I went to a book fair and all the books were in Spanish. It's like, alright. Like, I bought this book on snakes, and it's like, I don't know what any of these words mean, but man, these are some cool pictures of snakes. Generally, I preferred the early Pokemon movies. Besides Forever, which I have no memory of, I generally liked all of them up through Hoenn. Like, Destiny's Deoxys is my favorite one overall. I saw 2000 and the third one in theaters. And, Heroes was great because I think Pokemon Heroes awakened puberty in me because those villain chicks were bad. What else? Jirachi Wishmaker was okay. It wasn't my favorite. It was fine. Destiny Deoxys was great. I loved Pokemon Ranger. Pokemon Ranger was so good. And then when I saw Rise of Darkrai, like, I remember being, like, really disappointed in it. I mean, I just didn't care for it. I ended up enjoying it later. Spyro, if you don't stop waving your tail in front of me, you're about to catch it. I ended up really learning to appreciate it later, but it took a while. What else? I liked Shaman's movie. I despised Arceus' movie. It was so bad. And then, Zoroark's movie was really, like, it was fine, I guess, but it was just really boring. And then, it was so boring that I never watched another Pokemon movie after that. I have not seen a Pokemon movie since Zoroark. I wanted to see I Choose You in theaters because when I went to Towson, there was a theater in the mall there that would get the limited releases. And that was like the only week I ever had money trouble and I couldn't make it.
Oh, it's you. I wasn't sure if you'd escape those annoying little creatures. Of course, they wouldn't bother me, but here's a hint. Metal armor is fireproof, but a charge attack will take care of it.
I feel like the opposite of how it should be. Like, you get boiled alive in metal armor. Though I guess the charge attack would work, because, you know, like, if you, like, hit chainmail with a blunt enough, or, like, plate armor with a blunt enough force, you cave it in and make them suffocate, or crackle their ribs. I don't think Spyro has a dad. What's up, jackass? Oh, fuck. If you were Spyro's dad, would you be proud of your son? I think, like, the lore is that they're helping in some other way, but I don't know.
Spyro, want to know a secret? Use the triangle button when you want to zoom in and look around. Oh, your secret's safe with me.
Fucking dick. Does anyone remember that movie on, like, Cartoon Network? I don't remember what it was called. I think it might have been called Fire Breather or something. But it's like, the kid's dad is a dragon, but his mom is just a regular-sized human, but the dragon is, like, a huge dragon. And it's like, what are the logistics of that? Did, like, she just, like, spread her legs and just let him just fucking swamp him? Swamper, rather. I'm surprised I remembered the name. Well, it seems like I just don't get the attraction, but I don't know. Scalies exist. I'm not gonna judge. I'm just saying the sex had to be really awkward unless he has a micro penis. I mean, that's basically what it would have to be, just like sitting in a jacuzzi of like just your lover's material. In lore, a lot of dragons can shape. I don't know if it was ever established that he could shapeshift, though. But it might actually be a thing. I think they, like, avoided the question because it was a Cartoon Network movie, and they probably didn't want to have kids thinking too hard about macro, micro. Which is valid. If I was a higher up at Cartoon Network and someone tried to pitch a show to me that was like, hey, let's explain macro, micro to the viewers, and I'd be like, so, do you want to go to jail, like, tonight or tomorrow? See, the fire hose theory is what I was going for. So, I don't know. The ultimate question I want to ask is, does Spyro have a micro penis? It's all good, Epic Dip. I guess you could say your internet connection had an epic dip. Alright. I don't know, he's like, Spyro's older in some games.
Big enemies like this Gnorc with the club cannot be charged, but a quick flame, that should defeat them.
I don't know what you're talking about. That was hilarious. I'm super funny. You all should be blessed to know me. I'm still missing 10 treasure. Where at? I really thought I'd explored this area pretty well. Like, I don't know. I generally prefer Spyro to Crash. But I do think Twinsanity, I probably have more fun with Twinsanity than any Spyro game. I'd like to hear it, Russ. Well, because the other issue is I guess Spyro kind of was enjoyable on the PS, or rather, Crash was kind of enjoyable on the PS1 or the PS2, thanks to I mean, it's got to be in here, but where's the key? Kind of enjoyable on the PS2 thanks to Twinsanity, but like everything after the PS1 for Spyro just sucks. Like it's really, really bad. We got the key, right? Oh, we already have the key. What am I doing? Spyro has a tail. It's just kind of stumpy. What would Spyro's Keyblade be? Because we already know, like in the Lion King world, Sora, being a quadruped does not exclude you from holding a Keyblade. So Spyro could very feasibly be a Keyblade wielder. Was that his Keyblade? Look at how much treasure we have. Dark Hollow. Clumsy Ballo. God, I think I remember that, Russ. Or at least I distinctly remember something similar to it. I think we can... Inventory... Yeah, those are all just things we've been in. I was hoping that it would show me like where I hadn't been. Toasty's where the difficulty picks up a little bit. Yeah, the McDonald's toys are really into like those like Game & Watch type games. Kind of like the Tomy Electronics. Oh, fuck! I don't know why I didn't recognize that he was there. It scared the hell out of me. Just gotta char him. It's just like killing a real dog. You just have to char him and then char him again. Except don't do that. Unless you're Dio. Because Dio doesn't actually exist. So him killing dogs doesn't affect the world. Don't kill dogs is what I'm saying. Unless they're like have to be put down because they're like dying of cancer or something. Only then, just you put a dog down, you don't kill it. Don't old yell at your pets. I'm gonna stop before I dig myself any deeper. Ah! My kingdom for a butterfly. My poor dragonfly is dead. Well, I could never, like, even if a dog was, like, really aggressive, I could never bring myself to do it. Well, I lost. Oh, that's why we have so many lives. Yeah, like, I was at the groomer yesterday, and they're like, yeah, Kimba's 1 year away from, qualifying for the senior discount. I'm like, shut your fucking mouth and never say that to me again. Alright, I am back in the same position with barely anything new to show for it. Damn it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Ah, really? Like, it'll be nice to pay less for Kimba to go to the groomer, but I don't want to think about my dog being a senior.
Nasty Nork has put one of his most devious henchmen in charge of the artisan world.
Bring him on. I think I smell a barbecue.
Be careful, Spyro. This boss has many tricks up his sleeve.
The best game of the last 25 years? I don't know. I mean, how do you qualify that? Just like the highest rated? Because that's easy. It's like you just go for what is the highest Metacritic score. Then like your favorite, that's like a totally different thing. And even so, that is a little weird because like my favorite isn't probably what I would say was the best. Like I like Nier for reasons unrelated to it being necessarily an amazing game. Oh, God, there's some treasure I'm missing. Oh, wait. Could it be? Beautiful. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to making the Minecraft server. I haven't been on a train in a while. Ah, we're back. Sparks, you live! I don't know why we have to open up the speedway every time. I haven't had Arby's in years either. Our Arby's closed down, and there's not another one for like 20 miles away. I'm not driving like... I don't want to have to drive through that many cities to get to an Arby's. Yeah, I don't care much for these stages, but if you want to go for 100%, you gotta. This is also why I just don't tend to go for 100% in games, because, I don't know, it's not fun, necessarily. And if it's not fun, why bother? I don't know, I was just never good at these as a kid. Plus, I still think you're supposed to try to, like, fly the opposite way to kind of buy yourself more time. Yeah, because see, I have, like, no kind of time now. Yeah, see? So we'll fly against the grain. Like, I don't know, here's a question for you, kids. What's your favorite Mario Kart game? Ah, fuck. I'm dealing with this. Save for some other stream if we ever come back to this. Hop! Hop! Like, I don't know, I kind of like 64 the best. Though I probably put the most time into Wii. Also, when I played Mario Kart Wii, I got it very close to launch. I've literally never played any other character besides Waluigi, and I didn't buy the 3DS one because Waluigi wasn't in it. I have been a Waluigi stan since 2001. Get out of here with your fake... I hate how he became a meme, and everyone's just like, oh, you're just like him because of the meme. And it's like, shut up. I've been a fan longer than some of you guys have been alive. No, I did, Toasty. We just did, Toasty.
Welcome to Peacekeeper, Spyro. Look how our treasure has been turned against us and stolen. Recover our treasure, Spyro.
Collect treasure. Got it.
I will say, I've never liked Diddy Kong Racing. Like, I remember, like, really, like, viscerally never enjoying that. Though, just in general, like, there were a lot of N64 games. Because, first off, we played a lot of N64 at the daycares I went to. Like, that was what we had for the longest time. So, I was really into playing a lot of the Nintendo 64 stuff, but the two things I never really liked were either of the Banjo games and Diddy Kong Racing. I was just like, why aren't we playing Donkey Kong 64? Why aren't we playing Mario Kart 64? Why are we playing these shitty knockoffs? And I've always felt that way. Like, it's not like I'm just hopping on like the, ugh, Banjo sucks bandwagon. My opinions have been legitimate for many a year. Damn straight, bitch. Hey, that actually panned out. Yeah, you have to, like, angle the shots, but, you know, it's whatever. It's fun. I don't know, how many of you have, like, played the... Well, first off, how many of you played DK64? Second off, how many of you have played the multiplayer of DK64? Because that was something we played religiously. I don't know, I wasn't... Like, we didn't have Smash Bros. At either of the daycares, so... It's not like I... Well, no, that's not true. I think we had a copy at one of them, and then something happened to it, because we didn't play it much. Because I stopped having memories of it around 2002? I remember there were, like, homing bullets in the multiplayer of DK64, and I don't know where the name came from. Probably just one of the pals making something up. But we were all like, yeah, these are called oil bullets. And I'm like, Why are they called that? I never got an answer.
Hi, Spyro. Sparks the Dragonfly has been doing a good job protecting you. Make sure to keep him strong by feeding him lots of butterflies.
Well, the issue with the N64 is that most of the, well, I know they made it up. We made a lot of stupid shit up. Most games on the N64 are available better somewhere else now. Like, pretty much anything you could play on an N64, you're better off playing on a different console. Like, the Banjo games are much better on the Xbox 360. I think more importantly is that I freed Magnus from Rose Gold Heart. Oops, shouldn't have said that. Can I make that jump or am I going to die? Wonderful. I remember Mega Man 64 because it's just Mega Man Legends on the PS1. Night Flight, screw that. DK64, however, no, that one is still much better played on an actual N64 because the Wii U port of it. First off, DK64 is very, very difficult to emulate because the game barely functions. Like, even the devs are just like, we have no idea why this game doesn't work without the expansion pack. DK64 doesn't need the expansion pack, except for some reason it crashes without it, and they never figured out why, except that it just didn't if you had the expansion pack. Unless you play, I think for like 10 hours at once, the game just crashes. DK64 has more spaghetti than a fucking Olive Garden.
Well done, Spyro. Keep up the good work, and I know you'll fulfill your destiny.
Destiny? I just want to kick some...
Just toast those enemies and collect the treasure.
Good. I just need to shoot another cannon at that thing. Yeah, Castlevania 64, someone... it's not, like, good, but it's my friend's favorite Castlevania game. And I think it's just because it's the one he grew up with. Well, no. His is Castlevania Legacy of Darkness. Oh, what, you're not feeling Spyro? It's mostly just because I'm going for 100%. Like, it's a lot more interesting when you're constantly moving. But I'm just kind of pixel hunting. That's not necessarily something interesting to watch. Castlevania had two N64 games, 64 and Legacy of Darkness. And Legacy of Darkness is just Castlevania 64, like, final mix. Like, they add a little more to it. It's very, it's something. It is certainly something. It does not control very well, and if you want to play a Castlevania from that time, just go play Symphony of the Night. I mean, that's entirely valid. It's not for everyone. I really like like, as far as 3D collectathons go, Spyro is easily my favorite of the bunch. Because this is just kind of like, turn my brain off, don't have to think too hard, just go. And I don't know, sometimes that's what I like. Plus, this game is has the honor of being like one of the only games that my mom likes. Because she thinks Spyro is cute. Yeah, Symphony of the Night is very, very good. I was really glad that was something that someone recommended me to do for the... I think it was Anya, actually, who recommended it for the Halloween stream. And I'm glad I did it, because that was a lot of fun. I'd never like beaten Symphony of the Night all like that, and that was really fun to do.
Flame metal armor anyway.
Remember, Spyro, flame won't harm metal, but charging with your horns, that should do the trick.
Was it not you, Anya? Shit. I don't know why I thought it was you. It was someone here. But I'm glad it was done. Because Symphony of the Night is V-good. Well, that's kind of it's kind of the similar thing to what I was saying here with just getting to turn my game off or turn my brain off rather. I like being super overpowered. He had an overpowered mind. Was a mechanical canine. Bark, bark. These feel racist, and I don't know why. Am I just looking too deeply into this? Something about this feels like not on the up and up. Was that a yes to it being racist, or yes to me just probably thinking a little too hard? Oh, almost got you, bastard. Yeah, Evie suggesting Symphony of the Night would be, in character form. Okay. That's valid. You know, we got so much content coming at you in 2019, because, like, I got the PC part list going, and I'm just waiting for my, emulator, you good? I'm just waiting for my credit card to get approved so I can start buying all the stuff. Because, it's gonna be fun. I'm very excited. 2020 is gonna be very good. Lot to show. I have to come back for that anyway, so I'll do it later. "2019 is over, party." Ah! I've been slappeth. See, 2019's not all bad, because we impeached Donald Trump. I don't know, my channel could very easily disappear in 2020, and I'll have nothing to, I'll have no way to stop it, but until that happens, I've got a lot of fun content planned. I need to start working a little more harder on Rose Gold Heart, though, if I want to get that out by 2020. There's just a couple more, like, hard parts to program, but the plot's, like, really, like, coming together and is pretty much almost done, so.
Hey, what's on the other side of that river?
Why don't you glide there and find out?
I don't like that guy. He feels like he'd call me a slur. Am I gonna make it? Oh, God! Yeah, there's some tight glides in this. Tight glide, bro. Yeah, no, God willing, my channel doesn't get deleted, because I'd be really upset losing just about 10 years of content. I did start in 2010. It would be really disappointing. But I'd just move over to Twitch if that was the case. Like, I'm not going anywhere. You guys are stuck with me. Yeah, surprise, surprise. Trump said something not on the up and up. I'd be more surprised if he didn't try to insult someone's legacy. I don't want to be on Mixer. That's where Ninja is. I'll go wherever the fucking money is, honestly.
You've reached the highest point in Clifftown. You can get to almost anywhere from here. If I were you, I'd use that whirlwind there.
He feels like Jack Nicholson. This guy's definitely Drill. I don't know. If I became an e-thought, what would you guys want me to do? Like, what do you do as an e-thought? Well, not being kid-friendly means my channel's gonna be safe, right? Hup! Nice. An e-boy is you. It's like Baba is you, it's e-boy is you. It's e-bomb's world is you. Well, I already do ASMR. Does that make me an e-girl? How excited for the rest of the month am I? I'm feeling a little sick right now, so I'm not really super hyped for getting over that, but once the Christmas time is done, Casey's coming over, and that's going to be cool as hell. I'm really looking forward to that. I don't think I have anything to worry about with copyright strikes, honestly. I had 2 copyright strikes on my channel for years because, I'm going to give you a history lesson, kids. In the old days, accounts could share emails. Like, you could have multiple accounts on one email without having, like, a brand account. And, like, that wasn't always good because my friend's account, he uploaded a bunch of, like, I think he uploaded 2 Family Guy clips, and the email itself had 2 copyright strikes on it. And those took forever to wipe for some reason. Like, I couldn't fight against them. So it was just like, oh. I couldn't fight against them, so, like, they were just stuck on my channel until I think, like, 2017. Like, the last, like, one vanished early on, but then one stayed until, like, 2017. So I had to be a little careful. I'm a little afraid to take Casey to Baltimore. They were just for the Family Guy clips that my pal had uploaded on his channel, which means I had to deal with the strikes for that. But, you know, it was whatever. They didn't ultimately get in the way, and I've never gotten a strike on my channel. I've gotten claimed multiple times, but I've never gotten a strike. YouTube used to work in mysterious ways, kids. And in some ways it's improved, and in other ways it sure hasn't. Lit. Have I been to Baltimore? Yeah, I used to live next to it. There's a lot more treasure around than I thought there would be. What am I missing? National Harbor is fine. I live really close to the National Harbor. Shit, I can just go to the National Harbor. I didn't think about that. Like, if I ever decided to go to MagFest, I wouldn't need a hotel. I could just drive home. No, I didn't get any strikes for the channel streams. I deleted them before they could. Was not taking any chances. And the current ones, I haven't even gotten any, like, claims from ShowPro or anything. Where is the rest of the treasure? Oh, treasure, wherefore art thou? I won another Dynamite Heady game. I thought you were just like part of like Long Fence or something. Does anyone remember Dynamite Heady? I know you're out there somewhere, Treasure. Just the question is where. I mean, the new channel streams are easy enough to, like, kind of work around. It's just don't show off the anime channel. And that's fine. I'm not too concerned about the anime channel. I mean, yeah, it's content we're missing, but whatever. Yeah, I've got no idea where the rest of the treasure is, so fuck it. Wait, I have an idea. That was almost bad. Anime, you see, that's what I'm saying. Anime is bad for the channel. I've never once played an anime game, and I never will. Never once. Never once have I played an anime game. Yep, screw that. We're just going home. I've never once played Fire Emblem, Brad. I have no idea what you're talking about. I've never... Never once have I played an anime game. I have no idea what any of you were talking about. God, what was it? Bitch. Like, I was, like, looking at the logistics for some of the streams going forward, and I'm getting really worried about actually being able to finish Path of Radiance. So, like, I kind of have a plan for it, but I kind of wanted to get the okay of everyone, because it's not going to be as cool, so to speak. Because first off, I'm getting, like, Discord screen share just isn't working for me anymore. Like, every time I try it, it crashes. And it's like, oh no. I'm like, alright, well maybe that's something I could work around. I'm going to get my new PC. And it's like, alright, I'm going to get the new PC, but I can't get the, I can no longer just, like, transfer the save, because the memory card wiped. So what what I might end up doing is, just recording the rest of Path of Radiance. And then me, Kish, and Sage is, like, commentating over the recording. Because as it stands, I'm getting very, very nervous about being able to finish it without having to completely start over again this late in. I can move the save states. I didn't think about that. Why am I such an idiot? You see, that's... actually, no. You know what? No, this worked out. If I hadn't brought it up, Jay wouldn't have mentioned it, so... If that pans out, so much the better. I'll just move the save states. It's Lars Ulrich.
Word of caution, little one. Wait until you grow big, like me, before charging those large enemies.
Just flashed his huge cow pattern wiener at me. Cool, so that works. Well, just... on the day that the sun burns, the sun just leaves the sky, we'll finally finish Path of Radiance. Because it's hard sometimes. It's like... usually it's a little hard to get Sage's, because he's a busy man. And, like, that's one thing. And it's like the one time he was available, I was like, yes! We can finally do it! And the Kitch is like, yeah, I'm not feeling too well, I can. It's like, fuck! Peace out, Russ! Final Fantasy VII is the only reason you're allowed to leave, so don't ever forget that. You're getting closer to the end, though, from what I remember where you are. Seven is very fun. I like 7 a lot. Very excited for the remake.
Spyro, some big Norks up ahead are wearing armor. ice cave, armor can make their feet very slippery.
I haven't watched any of FF7 Mission Abridged, because really, I think anything that Team 4-Star does that isn't Dragon Ball Z Abridged just isn't funny. I'm gonna be just straight up with it. Like, they hit gold once, and I don't think they've been able to recreate it anywhere else. And I'm also very particular about what I giggle at. Like, anytime anyone shows me an abridged series, like, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say 99% of abridged series just aren't funny. Well, it's just part of the FF7 remake. Knowing that it's just all the Midgar stuff makes its release date so much more believable. Like, God, there was this, it was some Attack on Titan abridged or whatever. I think it was like a Slap on Titan or whatever. And I ended up watching a lot of it.
For releasing me.
Well, Dragon Ball Z Abridged's weak start is kind of forgivable because it was okay for 2008 standards. I can never go back and watch it. Like, I just have to start watching a Dynamic Saga there. But for 2008 standards, it was something. But I was watching that Attack on Titan Abridged thing, and it was constantly unfunny. Like, it was the most, like, obvious jokes you could possibly go for. It's like, oh, there's no personality here. But the issue is, like, a lot of just the jokes in general with, like, any abridged is that they age really weirdly. Is Monster Hunter allowed? Well, what do you mean? Am I gonna stop anyone from playing Monster Hunter? By the way, if you like World, you're gonna like the content coming. Because, that's happening. We're all gonna be playing World's PC. Because, I never got too far into World. I did not care for it on the PS4. So, I don't know, maybe I'll end up liking it more now. I'm not gonna say I hated it, it was just clearly not what I was looking for.
Thank you for releasing me.
Yeah, I stick a mouse and keyboard up my butthole and clench in just the right way to perfectly speedrun a Fulgur Anjanath. And this might be a weird complaint, but I just don't like the audio design of World in general. Like, when you, like, every time you hit, like, a monster with it, it goes like, like, just the noise of hitting anything with anything. I don't like it. It feels very, it does not feel good to my ears. What's with that drama on Twitch of, like, someone, like, fucked their dog on stream or something? Is that just people, like, getting, like, incel rage, or did that actually happen? It's hard to tell. Mostly because I don't keep up with streamers. I'm gonna keep it real with you, viewers. I don't watch much in the way of streaming and LPing, and I have no idea why people watch my stuff. God damn. Alright, going to assume that no one else knew what I was talking about. Wonderful. I know, because I've been getting a lot of, like, Twitch ads on Twitter, and then, like, every time it's like, oh yeah, so you keep dog fuckers on the stream. I'm like, what is going on? I just don't keep up with it. Ah, damn it! I guess that's my punishment. Oh, Wild. Oh, yeah, go for it, man. I'm not gonna keep you here. Go play Monster Hunter and go have fun. Appreciate you joining. God, what was I gonna say? I watched a Final Fantasy XIV stream to see, like, if there was anything I can learn from it. And, what I learned is... I don't know. I just like having streams on as, like, background noise. And I guess maybe that's, like, it. Just someone to, like... It's almost like a podcast, almost.
You've done well, Spyro. Some dragons thought you weren't ready, but I knew they were wrong.
I'm ready, all right. Ready for what?
Like, I watch a lot of Ding Dong and Julian streams, like their art streams or programming streams, like when I just need background noise during, while I'm working on Rose Gold Heart. And it's nice. Because it's like, just, I don't have to pay, like, too close attention to it. Hello, 3 lives. It's just something I don't have to pay, like, too close attention to, which is nice, because I don't want to pay too close attention to what I'm doing. Or I'm trying to pay close attention to what I'm doing. So, you're all being hunted. If you're watching my content, you're being hunted by the US government. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'll do. Like, if Sage is, like, does some, like, Fire Emblem streams or whatever, like, I'm not necessarily up with Heroes meta, but I'll watch to, I don't know, just to support my boy. Get the almighty algorithm to pay a little closer attention to him. And that's what I do. Support your friends, guys. Truly, we are all Gamer Girl Bree and friends. No, it's like what I was saying once. It was, when I kicked up the Discord, I didn't, I felt very pressured to have it succeed, and it was like, I got a little, like, nervous up front. I almost just, like, shut the whole thing down. And then, Bree got to, like, talking, like, really, like, frequently in it, and I was like, alright, maybe this will work out. And then I started, like, revealing it to more people, and that's when it, panned out. So if you like the Discord, everyone thank Bree, because, they're the reason that it really happened. Alright, can we jump from up there? Is that it? Or is there an entrance that I should be making over there? Yeah, that doesn't, Yeah, I don't think we can make that jump. I'm gonna try it. I'm going to die. Oh dear. Well, there's all that treasure, and there's the key. It's just we have to get up there somehow. How do we do it? I should finish the Ranger stream. I'm really glad that the Discord can be a place where people can, like, really benefit from. Because it's just, I just like being able to, like, communicate with all the viewers and everything, and knowing that, like, people are, like, really getting some, like, big stuff out of it it's more than I could have asked for. It's just nice knowing everyone's having such a fun time. Oh, man, that was close. Didn't we see a locked chest earlier? We must have. Hadn't you mentioned, like, you dumped, like, a lot of money into the voice bid? Yeah, I don't like bidding. Bidding's scary. Like, if I want something, I'd rather have the option to buy it. Alright, well then it's gotta be right there. Is that honestly as simple as it is? Is it just right up here? course. I was thinking too hard about it. Now let's see if that was it. Beauty, power, grace. She has 3 spines on her face. We're done. It was definitely a group effort, just getting the Discord to be as hella as it is. We're all having fun, and that's what's important. Plus, it helps that y'all listen to my shitpost ideas and take them seriously, because now we're gonna get the Kinky Mall going. I'm glad to hear that, Anya. Well, no, not like the Kinky Mall. It's the mall. I forget why we even named it the Kinky Mall. Because I was just sitting there waiting for a video to render at work, and I'm just like, haha, I'm just thinking about malls for some reason. And, I was just like, haha, guys, what if you started a mall? And then it just legitimately came to be. I mean, I'm sure if I can troll F, I can find out why we called it the Kinky Mall, but off the top of my head, I do not remember. Why is anything anything when it comes to the Comic Fire Discord? Ah, I've been shot. Programming Spyro must have been fun. This game just feels like it had a lot of love put into it. And I wish Insomniac kept up with it, because I never got into the... Well, I haven't actually played any of the Ratchet and Clank games. Conan O'Brien?
Thank you for releasing me.
That sounds about right. That's what my jizz says whenever I masturbate. Alright, moving on. I see a sparkle. Yeet! Ah! Damn it. Up. Yeah, Heroes is... I don't know, I've been totally free to play on Heroes, and I've generally been doing pretty well. But I would never spend money on it. I just don't like to spend money on free-to-play games in general, but, Heroes especially just doesn't seem worth it. 5 pulls for $10 is ridiculous. Like, I would never. That is just straight up ridiculous to me. And I know, like, other gacha games are probably even worse with it, but that does not make it okay. Just because I've seen other gacha games in general, those shits are just scary. Yeah, I'm pulling for, Sothis. I got a Duo Marth on a YOLO pull, though. Minus attack, but, you know, whatever, I'm used to that. I recently just found out that, merging gets rid of your Banes, so that's pretty cool. I was just like, hey, didn't this, I was like, hey, didn't my Tibarn have a speed Bane? And then after I'd merged, and I was like, oh, wait a minute. Merging gets rid of your Banes. I also realized that when I pulled 2 Bridal Sonicies from that one banner.
You've known?
I forget.
I pulled back-to-back Bridal Sothises. Like, literally one pull Bridal Sothis. Rather, Sonicy. And, one pull was Bridal Sonicy, and then next pull was another Bridal Sonicy. And, she hits really... well, into the abyss with me. She hits really fucking hard. I'd like to try out Ratchet and Clank, honestly. They have the HD collections on the PS3, right? It's probably my best shot. Because I imagine right now a PS3 copy of the Ratchet and Clank HD collection is probably all of like $2. A lot of those PS3 collections are super cheap now. Yeah, I think I've got a Tempest Trial team where it's like my Tibarn, my Bridal Sonicy, my duo Marth, and then my Legendary Veronica. Because I keep Legendary Veronica on every team for healing. Oh, is the Ratchet and Clank HD collection bad? I was about to say, I'm gonna have a beefy HD collection of several problems. Shit, never mind then. I don't know, once I have the PC, it'll be pretty easy to emulate them, so... Yeah, Brave Veronica. God... Whatever Veronica have the Helio Skjelf, or whatever it's called. Bridal Sonicy HD collection. I was very fortunate with that one banner. I pulled a green, like a really good green, like right off the bat, and she's been really amazing. All I know is that Veronica keeps using the Helio Skjelf, and it helps me win battles, and that's all I care about. Yeah, the Helio Self staff, the Helio Scoliosis. Why isn't the Scoliosis canon in Heroes yet? As like a legendary Sorin weapon. Shit, we're gonna have to come back here. I need to go back and finish 6. I got like halfway, like Fire Emblem 6. I got like halfway through it, and I was doing alright, and then I just stopped. I think something else came out, and that was the issue. No, I think the fireworks will actually hurt Spyro. I'm pretty sure I remember them hurting me. I'd drop a state to check, but they're already gone. These ones are fun, because they give 25! They're very satisfying. It's like a soccer player. I barely touched him and he goes flying away and crying. Yeah, the PS3 emulator just like shocks the hell out of me. I remember people talking about that for years. And it was just like, yeah, the only thing that runs on it is this Gaia 3, but at like 1 frame per second. And it feels like a week later, they're like, oh yeah, we got Drakengard 3 running at 60 frames per second. I'm like, where'd the jump come from, guys? But ultimately, I don't think there's much on the PS3 I really want to emulate, so... It's just not a ton of games on the PS3 I want to go back to that I don't already have. Like, I don't think I missed out on any killer apps. Like, it's, like, not a controversial statement to say the PS3 is the weakest Sony system, right?
High Canyon rewards good gliders. You are a good glider, eh, Spyro?
I was born to glide.
I already have Demon Souls. I think it was actually the first Souls game I played. I bought it and played it in like 2016. No, I played like a few minutes of Dark Souls first. But Demon Souls was the first one I like really did. I didn't beat that either because I don't know, I think it was too hard for me. Like I wasn't in the right mindset. Like I think I came home from like a therapy session one day and then bought Demon Souls just because I'm just like, you know what, I'm gonna treat myself. It's been a hard day. So I went to a GameStop and dropped 15 bucks on a copy of Demon Souls, and it was fun. A little retail therapy. No, I need to go back and beat it. Just one day. There's a lot of games I need to go back and beat. Like, I got really into Chrono Cross for a while, and then Pokemon Sun came out, and then I never got back to it. Now it's been too many years, so it's like, well, shit, now I need to restart it. There you are. I don't know if I'd want to do Demon Souls on a stream blind. That just sounds like a great way for me to get really salty. If I'm not mistaken... There we are.
Incredible glide, Spyro. I thought I'd be stuck here forever with those ugly vultures standing on my head. Those birds might look tough, but they're pretty tasty. Plain broiled, with a pinch of salt.
Is there a climax in this game? Yeah, there's, like, it's not, like, a really gripping plot. The other Spyro games, like, 2 and 3 have a bit more of an involved plot, but this one is just Nasty Nork is being bad, go beat Nasty Nork, then you beat Nasty Nork, and then you celebrate. And then if you get 100%, there's, like, a little, like, secret ending where you get to garner a bunch of treasure. And then you, like, have an interview, and it's funny. But then 2 and 3, like, they add, like, more characters, there's, like, an actual plot. But just, like, purely, like, gameplay-wise, like, this is my favorite of the bunch. I really do like Spyro 3's plot, though. It's actually kind of interesting. There's some intrigue to it, like, there's plots, there's, like, twists and turns that I wasn't expecting. A redemption arc. It's a lot, it's fun. But Spyro 1, yeah, it's just... The plot is just a reason for you to, go into this world and have fun in it. There we go. But it's kind of the same way with, like, Crash 1. Like, you have your goal, go get it. Now it's time to open up, Pokemon Go and see if I can't get a shiny. I got another shiny Meowth, and it's like, I don't want this. Like, put him back. Shiny Meowth is not interesting enough to be. Do you think there's a reward if I do this? Nope, shot right over what I was aiming for. There's nothing that can be shiny. Oh well. Yeah, I don't think that... Ow. God damn, that hurt. I don't think every game necessarily needs to have, like, an in-depth plot. This game's plot is enough for what it's going to do. All I'm saying is, where's the grandma got run over by a reindeer video game? I think we're almost done, actually. I think it's just the boss I need to worry about. Never did find out how to open that, but oh well. Dr. Shemp. Yeah, I was getting super into Yokai Watch 3, but I'm gonna end up streaming it, so... I kind of stopped playing it to kind of, like, save the rest of my reactions blind. But, Let's Stream Yokai Watch 3 is definitely happening. Because, So many people want it. The only issue is I kind of want to, well, we did stream it. It was just, Ace had to be the one to take it because for some reason Discord screen share does not want to play nicely with my computer anymore. Yeah, I wasn't going to try to stream... I wasn't going to try to stream it on YouTube because that sounds like a fantastic way to lose my channel. Though we are going to have a some more Christmas-themed watching tomorrow on Twitch. I'm finally going to get my Twitch thing going. Yeah, I bought Yokai Watch 3 digitally, but most likely what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to, like, get a 2DS XL or something, or just any kind of 2DS, really, and homebrew it, because there's a way to record without a capture card, and I want to try that out, and then just use Free Shop to pirate another copy of Yokai Watch 3. Because I feel like that's going to be the easiest thing, is just kind of like use Free Shop, get another copy, instead of... It'll probably be cheaper to get a 2DS XL than to get a hard copy of 3 at this point. Plus there's then more I can do with it, like I can stream like Birthright. Because I bought Birthright digitally and I don't feel like paying another $40 to stream Birthright. Yeah, like, it's not going to be, like, a super long-term thing. Like, there's just a couple Christmas specials I want to watch. Like, the Billy and Mandy Christmas special. And then there's a Pac-Man animated Christmas special from 1982 that we're going to watch. Because I found that one on Dailymotion. But yeah, we're going to be doing Yokai Watch 3, and it'll be fun. Because I really like the other Yokai Watch games, so... I'll see if I can get Sages. It's most likely going to be Kish, probably Casey.
This guy thinks he's so cool. You don't know what it's been like listening to him over and over. But I'll tell you one thing. He should watch his back.
I'm probably going to, like, make a burner Twitch account, honestly, just so, Oh, wait, no, isn't it like you can't stream for, like, the first 24 hours or something? I don't know, we'll say. I'm going to try to, make a burner Twitch account just so I can stream this and not have to worry about maybe, like, accidentally, like, copyright infringing or getting a strike on my actual Twitch account. We shall see. I guess I'll just make that tonight, then. Ah. He's taunting me. See, we just have to put a little light of fire under his ass. Can't stream for the first decade. Damn it, knew it. Ha, you're dead. Yeah, we're just gonna ride PogChamp over and over again until we get banned. Yeah, I think they said they're bringing over the first Yokai Watch on the Switch as well, and it's like, why bother? Yokai Watch 1 is not good. I honestly think that Level 5 made a huge mistake localizing Yokai Watch 1. Just because it's very boring and bland compared to 2. And ultimately, I think Yokai Watch as a series suffered in the West because of 1. So them choosing to repeat that mistake is a really weird choice. If anything, I would expect they would have gone straight to 3 on the Switch, because that's the one that no one in the US really bought, because it was only out for, like, at a very limited release late into the 3DS lifespan. But then it's crazy because like Yokai Watch 1 sold really well. Like it sold like 500,000 copies or something. But then like 2, like just the sales are so bad. And it's like, yeah, if they localized 2 first, it would have done better. I think the series would have done way better in the West. Well, Revelations Persona might not have been that bad, because we got Eternal Punishment later. We got a lot of like SMT like starting in that era. Like not everything, but honestly more than I would expect. Yeah, I think we're done here. There's a couple more gems. I don't really know where to go, but we can always get those later. Just move on. Boing. Well, yeah, but I mean, like, we didn't get Innocent Sin, like, at that time. I just think it's funny that they were trying to push the series as Revelations in general. Because, like, we got Revelations, the Demon Slayer on the Game Boy. And then Revelations Persona, and it's like, alright, you clearly want this to be known as Revelations in the States, but that didn't take off. Is there a fan translation for Innocent Sin, or fucking Eternal Punishment on the PSP? Like, is that happening? And for that matter, what happened to the Devil Summoner fan translation? Because that's the one I really want to experience. Because I figure the...
Welcome to Magic Crafters. I want you to release the dragons, reclaim our treasure, and recover the eggs from those pesky blue thieves.
Those pesky blue fucks. Yeah, I remember keeping really close track of it during the Soul Hackers LP, but then nothing came of it, so I stopped looking. No, it is a shame, because we never got to experience Devil Summoner in the West, and I want to experience Devil Summoner. Gotcha, bitch. I need to go back and give Innocent Sin another shot. I remember being, not like bored of it, but I guess I just wasn't in the right headspace to actually play it. Comic Summoner is easy. You just like, you bait a fishing hook with a copy of Drakengard 3, and I come running. Well, I think the big issue with Persona 4 nowadays is that just no one's selling PS2 games anymore. Or Vita games, for that matter. I'm surprised that they haven't tried localizing, or they haven't tried making like a PC version of Golden. You figured that would be easy money. Well, I don't know. Easy doesn't necessarily mean boring to me. I didn't care much with like the world or characters. I mean, I have it on the Vita, but I don't know. One of these days, I need to just go back and give it another fair shake. I have to be in a good mood before I play a video game, because like I wanted to play Type 0, like Final Fantasy Type 0, but I was just in a bad mood that day, and I fucking hated it because of it. Like, mood means a lot when it comes to video games. This thing is hideous. Oh my god, I would have been terrified if I played this game when I was younger. Huh. Yeah, Golden's changes are dumb, but they're not going to sell you Persona 4 vanilla on the PC when Golden exists. I don't think they could get away with that. Oh yeah, didn't Sakura Tyson just finish up? Like, you can play Sakura Tyson like on your Saturn now. Is that the Japanese name for Sakura Wars? Sakura Tyson? No, Vanilla P4 is way better. Golden fucking sucks. Some of the gameplay QOL is nice, but the story is... I feel the same way with Persona 5 Royal.
Spyro, you're not afraid of those big, noisy, gigantic, awful beasts, are you?
Of course not.
I didn't think so.
I remember I had a single copy of Nintendo Power. I think I've talked about this before. I wouldn't be surprised if they changed the name, but it was like localizing Sakura Wars So Long My Love. And I was like looking up the release dates for it, and it originally came out in 2005 in Japan, and it just took a long time for it to come over to the States. Like 10 years, I think. But I think, didn't Trails in the Sky do that too? Sen is how you pronounce war in Japanese. Well, it's Sakura Tai-sen, isn't it? So, Sen, war, Sakura, wars. That makes sense then. I don't know much Japanese, to be honest. Tai is the main character of Digimon. Ah! Oh, Jesus. Scared the piss out of me, dude. Don't do that. I don't like wizards.
Oh, thank you for releasing me.
That was someone's sexual awakening, I can feel it. Not mine, but... Imagine being named War Princess. No, I don't know. I wrote a story and the main character's name was literally End War, so... I don't know. 14-year-old me was not a very good storyteller. I don't actually remember what my sexual awakening was. I think it was Britney Spears, actually. That toxic music video was a little too hot to handle for young comic. Actually, now we can test to see if this will hurt us. So it will. Like, I don't know, I didn't, like, have a, like, when it came to, like, fictional crushes, like, from, like, anime characters and whatnot, like, I didn't have one for a long time. Like, usually, you know, like, when it happens, it's, like, kids that are just like, oh, wow, this is certainly something. But, like, the first time I remember, like, really feeling, like, emotionally, romantically attached to a character was, Tyr Grants from Tales of the Abyss, and I was 17. My heart ached for her.
Great work, Spyro. If you keep this up, you'll learn all the tricks of the Magic Crafter world.
I think another thing was just in general, Totally Spies made me uncomfortable when I was younger, and I didn't quite understand it. And now that I'm older, I'm just like, oh yeah, that was probably the horniest show Cartoon Network has ever put out. Kurama is entirely valid. Dude's handsome. Fuck you! You're not getting away! He got away. Ah! Yu Yu Hakusho was part of the reason I was scared of being eaten. I used to have like a really bad fear of being eaten. Like, it was like, that would be like the worst thing I could imagine. Like, nothing was scarier to me than being eaten. And there was one character in Yu Yu Hakusho that was like, his name was like Gourmet or something.
Haven't stolen eggs only in the Magic Crafter world. Don't worry, I'll take care of them.
And it really spooked me. And I mean, like, that, like, it was such, like, a devastating fear that when I watched Attack on Titan, I was 18 when I watched the first episode of Attack on Titan, and it sent me into such a bad panic attack that I couldn't watch the show for, like, another, like, half a year. So when I joke about Vor, it is a coping mechanism. What? I just clipped through the floor. Well, that's silly. Well, no, I'm over it now. Well, I'd still like to not be eaten, but it's not such a crippling fear anymore. I used to have, like, nightmares of it all the time as a kid. Like, I distinctly remember this one, like, it was almost seemed like it would be like a 90s educational PC game. It was this, you'd have to try to get past this lion, and if you fucked up, it would eat you. And, I kept getting eaten. It really fucking disturbed me, and I hated it. It wasn't like a super detailed lion. Like, it was like a cartoon lion. It felt like a 90s educational game. But still, I imagine I was probably 4, 5, or 6 when that happened, and it was not a pleasant dream. Yeah, this stream's gonna be going for a little while longer, so get you food. Wow, there's a lot more treasure here left than I thought there would be. Yeah, Yokai Watch 3 is very good. In general. Yokai Watch as a series is generally pretty nice. I don't really think 4 looks fun at all, but I'm really glad 4 is coming to PS4 because I know Yokai Watch 4 on PS4 is going to drop to like $20 in like a month. So that's when I'm going to bite on it. I'll come back to this. I can always get 100% later. Oh, what, the Lion educational game? That was a nightmare I had. It wasn't like an actual, like, game that existed. Suck it. Boom. Yay, yay, yay! Dude, this is where Snoop Dogg smokes weed! Let's write that as Xanator. Janitor with a Z.
You can charge along with them to begin a supercharge.
Supercharge? Excellent.
Go ahead, try it.
That guy's high as a kite. Well, emulator froze for a second, but I lived. Ooh. Purple gem for my effort. More Durgans.
This portal leads to a special place where you can learn to fly. I remember when I was a young dragon, earning my wings.
Learn to fly. Got it.
I think Spyro is voiced by Tom Kenny in this game. So that's SpongeBob telling that dragon to shut up. Thought my emulator was just glitching, but no, the music here just sucks. Oh. Blowhard. I think that's the boss of the area. He is using lightning magic to do frightening magic. I wonder. Oh yeah, we could just go on to the next world because we have enough dragon eggs. We've done like one stage, and it's like, all right, you can skip this whole thing if you want. Because progression isn't linear. It's like you do enough. It's like you have to collect enough or gems. You have to collect enough or free enough dragons. You have to save enough dragon eggs. So as long as you're 100%ing everything, you can kind of just like yeet through some of these worlds. Ah. Kay! He's Ghost. He's Bruce the Goose. Hell, I think that means we have to save a supercharge, get all the way down here to crack that open. Oh, peace out, doggo. Let's see if we can do this. I'm gonna drop a state just in case, because I don't want to walk all the way back up if I fail. Alright, you ready? Here we go! Oh, fucked it up. Nailed it. Well, I took 2 attempts. Not bad, not bad. Oh, he had a different voice actor in one. Okay. That makes sense. I wasn't sure if Tom Kenny was him in the first game and then he got replaced then, or the other way around, but it appears to be the other way around. Oh, what? Ah! He sounded very Christmassy. Elijah Wood with Spyro in the PS2 games. Yeah, well, the PS2 games sucked, so... Oh, well, I'm dead. That's what I get for bad-mouthing Elijah Wood. Did any of you ever see that movie, The Faculty? It was starring Elijah Wood. We watched it in one of our multimedia classes, and there was one part of it that, if I can find it online, I'll post it. I am getting fucking annihilated. I guess we'll stop talking about it, because the quote... Just mentioning why I loved that scene so much does not do that scene any kind of justice.
Welcome to Wizard Peaks. This
You haven't seen a movie in 15 years?
Use it to bash those wizards.
I don't watch many movies, but Jiminy fuck, Miss Man, even I've seen more than that. I would hope. I'm a film major. Wasn't there shapes round here? I've got sporks back. I mean, one of like the most like good things to hear when I got into the film major was the fact that people were like, most of the people were just like, yeah, I'm watching movies, I make movies, and it's like, alright, that's nice. And some people are like, yeah, I watch cartoons and video game cutscenes. And it's like, okay, cool, I'm not alone here. I mean, that's entirely valid. I mean, we had some people that were just like the film's like snobs. And, unfortunately, they were very well known and I don't want to say popular because it's kind of like a who cares when you're in college. But they They were very well known. So I guess popular would be the best way to put it. But who cares? It was college.
Thank you for releasing me.
Hexus. But when you watched any of his films, they were boring. But that was just another thing. Like, I would, like, I had a professor, and he was very good at what he taught. I learned a lot from him, but his, oh, what the hell? His taste in movies was insufferable. How am I supposed to land this? I guess I have to let go. I don't know how I'm supposed to time that. That's weird. Maybe I need more of a charge. Ah, more of a charge was right, but gee. Yeah, it was just like, he'd be like, yeah, Pixar movies suck, they're all formulaic, and then he would just show us a bunch of movies about European people being depressed and smoking and having sex, and I'm like, oh, like, every one of these then, huh? I don't know, like those fancy European films that everyone calls high art, it's like, this is boring. All European movies are just French people smoking, drinking, and being depressed. Like, if that speaks to you, fine, but like, I don't know, I get enough depression in my day-to-day life. I don't need to worry about some French people being depressed too. And that's my opinion as a film major, so it's entirely valid, and you all can espouse it as a fact. That the movies that like the only plot point is just European people being depressed or bad movies is a fact that a scientist has said to you now. Didn't King Kong vs. Godzilla get delayed? Damn! Ah! At what cost? Yeah, I named my girl in Yokai Watch 3 Apyr. Like the A-P-Y-R in like Russian, which is apparently pronounced like Droog. Because, you know, Cyrillic. But, you know. Lucas!
Listen carefully, Spyro. There's a secret area in the artisan home. It is at the waterfall. Try jumping on the stones there.
Artisan home, waterfall. Sounds good.
We Bet sounds like a good name. And that's how you're supposed to know about what I did really early on. The game tells you. Which I think is really cool. It's like, hey, look at that. There's a secret in the first world you might have missed if you were playing this blind. Go nuts, kids. PK freeze, am I right, viewers? Alright, let's see if this works. Hallelujah! Oh. Not enough, so I'm guessing we have to do the thing where we go all the way up again. Oh, there's a treasure I missed. That would have been annoying to try to find. Like, depressing movies have a point, but it's like, you know, If that's all your career is, Lars von Trier, maybe you should probably get on a fucking antidepressant or something. Like, I don't know, I think there's more to storytelling than just beating your viewers with sadness for the entirety of the runtime. It's like, oh, it's real. It's like, yeah, you know what else is real? Literally everything. There's no such thing as fiction. I don't know, it's like the same people that are like, oh yeah, the world's just a sad, cruel place. And it's like, yeah, maybe if people weren't being dicks about it, we could make it a better one. So, you know. You've entered us into a shitty logic loop, and I don't think that's okay. Snipe! Man, that's another thing I really liked. Speaking of the PS3 again, I really liked Modern Warfare 2. Like, I really, really liked Modern Warfare 2. I played the hell out of Modern Warfare 2. Alright, watch this. Gonna get him in the first shot. Okay, second shot. Mom and I were talking about Hallmark movies the other day. It's just like, I have friends on Facebook that are like my age, and they're like, oh yeah, it's Hallmark movie time, and I'm like, why? It's like the same people that are just like, yeah, I like watching The Room because it's so bad it's good, and I'm like, no, it's so bad it's bad. I don't know. When people are like, yeah, I love watching bad movies to make fun of them, it's just, I don't get any entertainment out of that. What the goddamn hell is this? I don't know, but it fucked me up. Man, I need to stay away from that guy's bad news. Yeah, no, I loved Modern Warfare 2. That one was really fun. It's more fun with friends. Like, I have a lot more fun playing multiplayer games with friends. And I had a lot of friends who were playing Modern Warfare 2 at that point. Well, Mystery Science Theater 3K would be different because, you know, at least it's someone like riffing on it. Like, the point of being entertained by it now is no longer just a shitty movie. It's what the funny comedians are going to say about this shitty movie. That is annoying as fuck. Do not care much for these guys.
Please do something about these green druids. They insist on moving everything in sight.
He did not look happy. Well, plus, I haven't watched any Mystery Science Theater 3K, but I do remember when, for an assignment once, I was trying to come up with, like, the most manly name possible for something, and that was a joke in one of a Mystery Science Theater 3K thing, so we ended up using Roll Fizzlebeef as a character. Because, like, someone was just, like, saying, like, oh, what's, like, a really manly name? And then people were just quoting that Mystery Science Theater 3K thing. And then someone was just like, alright, well, what's like the most beautiful name you could come up with for your daughter? And people were just like, trying to give like actual like names, you know, like your standard subjects, like Victoria or something. And someone was just like Mugsnella. And that one always stuck with me. Mugsnella is just the absolute best, worst name I can imagine. Oh, fairly well, Wild Wisher. Hope you had a good time. So yeah, I really need to like reintroduce the Mug Snella character into something I write. Like someone in Rose Gold Heart is probably going to be named Mug Snella. Yeah. Fizzle Beef was
I hate
that's why I chose that.
When I become big and strong, like you, I'll squash them all.
Until then, remember that supercharge makes you invincible.
That's good life advice, viewers. When you're supercharging, you're invincible. Yeah, I think we have to supercharge these big bugs. That must be the thing we're doing. Makes sense, I guess. I gotta be careful then. I don't want to get like annihilated here. These guys were fucking me up. Am I gonna have to bait this guy, or can I just yeet past? Nope. I guess one hit isn't as bad as it could have been. God, he's coming right at me. Yeah, remember, viewers, if you ever have a debate with someone... Oh, she's cute. Oh, no, I've got Super Flame. Spyro can breathe his horny, horny fire. Oh, I'm no longer horny. Hey, doggo. This is gross. It's objectifying women. It's saying that women are only here to power up our men. Yeah, you're constantly coming back to the horniness. Yeah, I don't think there were any female dragons. Well, I mean, that changes in later games, at least. I mean, it was the 90s, after all. We can't have strong women. Actually, I don't know when the first Tomb Raider was. It might have been slightly before this. But I've also never played a Tomb Raider game, so... who's to say? I own the first 3 on Steam. It's just, I think I tried to like set it up, and it's like it takes some setup because it's like an old, like it being an old PC game, it takes a little extra to set up, and it was a little annoying, so I just didn't bother, at least that day. So I'll probably go back and play it again at some point.
Try combining supercharge with jumping and gliding, and really explore the high caves.
First Tomb Raider was 96, so no, there was a strong female character. And what is going on here? Am I gonna be safe if I jump? Thank you. I'm being abducted. The women have had enough of Spyro's bullshit. Naughty dragons go into the punishment cave. The punishment caves are what I call, never mind. That's what I call my sex dungeon. There, the joke is complete. I meant more in regards into like Sony, I guess. I'm still kind of bummed we didn't get a an N64 Metroid. But I guess it makes up for it by Metroid Prime just being that good that it was worth the wait. God, I love Metroid Prime. Metroid Prime is so good. If you haven't played Metroid Prime, you've really got to. Very excited for Prime 4. Especially when they just said, like, yo, straight up, we didn't like where it was going, so we scrapped it and started it again. Very, very excited for Prime 4. I do think that the Prime games got, like, progressively, like, worse, but they were never bad. I just, I wasn't as interested. Fuck. Got motion sick from Prime? Well, I guess. That's not altogether that shocking. Fully naked with a hat on or naked with shoes on? I don't know, I feel like both could be a fetish. I personally wouldn't want to be naked with shoes on, but I never wear a hat anyway, so... I think Parasite Eve was 98. I need to finish Parasite Eve. I keep starting it and then never getting past, like, the opening segment. Because Parasite Eve is a cool, like, battle system. It's kind of like, well, it's like Vagrant Story with guns. Though not as involved as Vagrant Story. You don't need a college degree to play Parasite Eve, unlike Vagrant Story. Verbose Vagrant Story? No. Oh, you found out about the Wonder Bread thing, huh? Welcome to the club of people that wish they could forget about the Wonder Bread thing. Does anyone actually eat Wonder Bread? Is that a thing that people choose to consume? Well, it's like someone that like commissioned like I think like thousands of dollars worth of photos at like art commissions of like rich, attractive white women buying Wonder Bread in a store, and it was like their fetish or something. Oh, I've died. Peace out, DJ Space Invader. I'm basically almost there. I got all the dragons. Where do you think the last gem could be? Oh, the guy actually admitted who he was? I would have kept that, that'd have been my dirty little secret forever. I would never admit I was the Wonder Bread guy. That's great, we can always come back. Looks like I always look it up later, too. I think it was here? Yes. Frokobo says yes. Alright, where to next? Let us murder you. I mean, I don't really have a dirty little secret as far as my fetishes go. I'm very vanilla. There's nothing... God damn it. Someone just took me out of that gym, too. I didn't want that. That depends. If you're David, your fat dog... I'll take you out later. I need all my coins. If you got to choose, well, don't you choose your fetishes? Isn't that how it works? I feel like I gotta blow my nose, but I don't want it to be like too loud. Yeah, I gotta blow my nose. Hold up, I want to see how this mute button actually works. God forbid. Alright, hopefully you didn't hear that, because it was, not cool. Well, I guess I don't know then. If I could choose a fetish, if I'm not into it now, I don't really know why I would choose it, because I'm not currently into it. Did we finish up everything? That can't be it. There's gotta be something we're missing. I don't know, that's a weird question. Like, I don't know what the answer would necessarily be. Confronting blow! Cool. Hey, Yarn! Yeah, I have no clue what I would choose then. I'm quite satisfied with where I am sexually, I suppose. Look, it is him, Blowhard! Ah! Damn it! No, because in Spyro 2, if you press the triangle button, you get a little, like, extra, like, wiggle to your jump. It goes a little further than it would have. And I keep trying to do that, but in this game it just makes you, like, totally drop in place. So I keep hurting myself. I keep putting myself in bad situations. Altair!
Thanks for releasing me, Spyro. You have no idea how long I've been trapped in crystal. And, neither do I. Who are you again?
I'm out of here.
Later. Huh. That lag spike almost fucked me up. Oh. Bring me to you. Beep. Blowhard's over there, but... Well, what's the worst thing that could happen if I hit him now? Oh, I could get hurt. Where are you going? I'm going over there. Alright, so we can get the treasure up there and see what it is. I assumed there would be more to it. I don't think I've ever actually seen the Dark Crystal. I'm aware it exists, I just don't know what it is, or if it's a book or what. A cartoon, mayhaps. I've never seen it. Therefore, it doesn't exist. Ah, Blowhard's dead. Comic book, okay. Well, if it's a comic book, then why hasn't Comic ever heard of it? Nice. That was easy. Series on Netflix. That makes sense. We're probably gonna drop our Netflix sub, honestly. I'm kind of everything I want to watch is on Hulu, so I don't know why we keep paying for Netflix. Alright, is that all that's here? I swear there's like one more level. I guess it's the flight level. Alright, we can keep going then. It's Tuco from Breaking Bad. I don't have object permanence. The second you guys stop commenting, I forget you exist. The second you guys stop smashing that like button, I forget you exist. I remember this is where the game tends to, the difficulty picks up, where like getting 100% just really stops being feasible. You see that? I've emotionally manipulated you into smashing that like button. I'm problematic. I should be shot. It's Bruno Bucciarati.
Master Nork is turning our swamp into an electrified junkie. And it used to be so beautiful.
I'm sure it was.
You see, I was thinking of the Labyrinth when you guys were mentioning Dark Crystal for some reason, so I guess I wasn't too far off the mark. I've never seen either, but all I know about Labyrinth is like, you remind me of the Babe, and for some reason, all these people in my freshman class in high school would be like always like memorize that entire thing and then recite it. I was like, well, that certainly is something. Spyro's just part 5, and also exactly like the Rat movie. What is this? Misty Bog. I thought it said Nasty Dog. And I'm like, yeah, that's Kimba before we took her to the groomer. Isn't that the one where David Bowie's crotch turned someone into a lesbian? Treetops is the one we're getting 100%. Like, that's the hardest level to 100% in the game, I think. From what I remember. I guess that is a rather brand new sentence, isn't it? No, it's like some Tumblr post where it's just like, when I was young, I was really afraid of David Bowie in the Labyrinth because of his giant crotch in that movie. And then I came out as a lesbian at one point. My mom was like, I knew it's that damn David Bowie's fault. I could go for some granola bars right now. That was, during the summer, I ate so many granola bars at work. Just because I don't really like eating breakfast in the mornings, because if anything's too flavorful in the mornings, it just get really nauseous. But those granola bars were very bland and easy to eat in the morning, so I was actually eating breakfast. What's up, Cray? We're honestly pretty close to 50 dragons anyway, so... Metalhead is the boss of the area, so... We're not going to fight Metalhead yet. He's too strong, he'll kick us in the pinyas. Well, actually, he's gonna be just fine, because you can do anything in any order in this game, which is nice. Yeah, I guess I just have to hop to these tree trunks. It's kind of like a lonely, forlorn area. I don't really like it much. Kind of depressing to look at. Born in a world of strife. Against the odds, we choose to fight, Blossom Dance. And then I deal a bunch of damage because I'm naked and no one can hurt me. Peace out for real this time, doggo. If I ever see you fucking come back, I swear to God, I'm joking. You have fun, man. Hope you enjoyed. Is anyone else really excited for Xenoblade Definitive? Very excited for that. Cletus!
Spyro, it's great to see you, but I've got to go.
That's what I say whenever I run into a friend out in public. They're like, oh, we should totally hang out. I'm like, sorry, I've got to get back inside and play Animal Crossing New Leaf with my Nintendo 3DS. Ah! Look at how pleased he was with himself. He's like, haha! I tricked you, Spyro. Very excited for Definitive. I mean, just straight up, like, I didn't like Xenoblade too much on the Wii, but, like, when I got it on the new 3DS, it finally clicked with me. And I had a really good time with it, so I'm really excited to play it on the Switch. You've been gnomed, Spyro! He's Gnata Gnork! I mean, the enemies of this game are just basically gnomes. There's a gem over there, I can see it. I saw the sparkle, so I know it exists. You can't hide from me. Was that it? Is it up just 300? Nice! Alright, cool. Now we can just focus on the levels, because it looks like... I don't know why I'm not checking the inventory. Yeah, got all the dragons and stuff, so now we can just jump from level to level. Misty Bog! We should all watch Sherlock Gnomes. I don't know, I never watched them either. Or rather, either, I just never watched them. These things scare me. Isn't this horrifying? I'll tell you what I actually do want to rewatch. Shrek. Shrek 1 and 2 are still fantastic. And I'd love to see if 3 is as merely average as I remember. And I've never seen Shrek the 4th. I never saw that. I just did not care. Like, they kind of are like shiftery, huh? I think these things have like really long tongues they use to attack. I heard a whip noise. Sounds about right. No, this is fucking horrifying. It's like you walk closer, and you know they want to attack, and then they just fucking lose it and they go for it. Like their bloodlust just can't be sated. Gimme.
Be on the lookout for attack frogs. They are cold-blooded killers.
Attack frogs?
And this used to be such a nice swamp.
That man sounds like a nice southern gentleman. He kind of sounds like the shopkeeper in Zelda's Adventure. He's like, you made a wise choice, young princess. If my throat was better, I could have done a better impression of that, but it's not, so I couldn't. Yeah, I'm gonna sleep good after this stream. Actually, no, I'm gonna play Umineko more, but... You know, after I finish playing Umineko for the night. Umineko is very good. I do declare it in red. That would be a creepy stream. Like, just me, like, sleeping and you guys watching me. That would be weird in, like, every account. Because I'm gonna feel weird that people are watching me while I'm sleeping, and then you all should feel weird that I'm just... that someone is just like, hey, watch me sleep. Like, that would be such a, like, uncomfortable stream for everyone. Like, literally no one wins in that stream. Well, there'd be no point if it was a blank stream. Or a blank screen, rather. You just have to, like, you'd have to take my word that I am asleep. I mean, at that point, just put on, like, a lo-fi hip-hop stream and then just take a nap. That was actually kind of frightening. I was a little worried about all that.
Thanks for releasing me. It seems like I've been trapped in here since I was your age. No. Why, I remember... gotta go.
That was a creepy look. It's like, later, Spyro. Yeah. I'm going to talk to you later at night. Do you think there are streams like that, though, where people just sleep? And, like, people just watch them sleep? There's gotta be. That feels like an untapped... That feels like a tapped market, rather. Because, like, there's social eating streams, so why not social sleeping streams? Well, yeah, but the 24-hour streams don't ever feel like the intention is like, oh, watch me sleep. Like, the intention of the stream to watch someone sleep, is that something that's been done? Because it usually feels like in 24-hour streams that sleep is not the desired consequence. They just couldn't make it. I do remember the Majora's Mask stream where he fell asleep. That was really funny.
Thank you for releasing me.
I love how default that one sounds. God, bastard. Not even a good bastard. Not even bastard 500. It's Zeke from Zeke! I got fucking killed. Fortunately. We're not all that far away. The bastard 100 line is the absolute funniest, like, shit in the world to me. I just think casually referring to anyone as a bastard is hilarious. It's like that, how Rab and Brad were talking about, like, Crabbert, you absolute bastard, get off my desk. Like, I just lost my shit. That was so funny to me. How much treasure did I leave behind? Jiminy fuckness, dude. I really thought I was almost done. What the hell is all that? Bubba!
I'll tell you what to do with those creatures. Smash them, Spyro! Stamp them out and squish them and squash them!
How about charge them and flame them? We are dragons after all.
He's got a squishing fetish. He wants to put mashed potatoes between his toes. How the hell am I supposed to get up there? Is it that? Looks like it. But how do I get up there? Hello, I think I found the answer. Bubba's a good dragon. Just Just teleport. How could I have been so foolish? It sounds like Bubba was voiced by, Uka Uka. They sounded very similar, and I would not be surprised if he was just on the PS1 voice actor, like, payroll. Oh, that is exactly what I feared it was. I'm gonna drop a state, just because I don't want to have to climb back up here if I fuck up. Alright, watch this. Golden! Cortex, I'm gonna squish you between my toes like some delicious mashed potatoes. No, Uka Uka, don't do it! Get ready to be squished, Cortex! No, Uka Uka, don't squish me between your toes. And that's how it goes. Sorry. Boy, just the reaction was very, very visceral there. No one was happy with that. Oh dear. Oh, I fell into the piss water. I fell into the Mountain Dew for the last time. So good! That's Nate eating food. Was I just in there? No, I was in Misty Bog, right? Yeah. It's like whenever we, me and Casey, like, we talk about, like, Yokai Watch, like, I'll do the Whisper and Nate impressions from the LP, but then I'll make Nate sound like a little gremlin. He's like, Whisper, I don't want to eat more food. He's like, you have to, Master Nate. You gotta eat more food to grow nice and strong. Yeah, Master Nate, you gotta. He's like, no, I don't want to eat. Just for some reason, that's hilarious to me. It's just making him sound like a fucking gremlin. Can I do a Pops, like Pops from the regular show? Probably not. I'd have to listen to his voice to do a better impersonation. Ah! I'm dead. Yeah, I can try my best with most impersonations. The thing is, I do have to listen to the voice pretty often to be able to imitate it. Trying to do it off the cuff right now, especially with my throat as sore as it is, probably wouldn't fly too well. I'll gladly try again in a future stream, though. Frouge. Claude from Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Spyro, the Norks in these parts have discovered the power of electricity, and it really stings.
That's what Claude said in the Golden Deer route when he was talking about the villains of Three Houses, the Norks. Three Houses was fun. I enjoyed Three Houses. Maybe not my favorite Fire Emblem, but overall very, very, very good experience. And it is way up there. It's easily in my top 3. But I do think overall I might prefer Path of Radiance and Sacred Stones more. Even if it is just because I have such an attachment to them because of the LPs and streams. Alright, bud, I know you want to do it. Come on. You got me. Bitch, you thought. I just wish there were more bugs to eat. It really is Robin from Teen Titans. There's a dude in Skyrim that has the same voice actor, and like, I immediately heard him. It's just like, whoa, 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 what? Watch this. Right in your pinius. It's cock and ball torture.
Good job, Spyro. One day you'll be able to tell all the dragons about your amazing adventures.
Sure, but what I'd really like to do is get out of this swamp.
What I'd really like to do is get into your swamp, Big Daddy. Rat Titans. I used to love Teen Titans as a kid. Like, I was so into that. That dragon was giving us the sexy pose, you know it. That man was begging Spyro to like crawl inside of his swampy fucking dragon donk. Norks, Norks, we're the Norks. We kill dragons, we freeze dragons, we're the Norks. I'm the nasty Nork that makes all of the rules. Let's see what kind of trouble we can get ourselves into. Almost. Is there any other place I can go to right now? Does not look like it. Yeah, it's the Nork movie. This is just like the Nork movie. It was a little upsetting exactly how much like the Rat movie the first part of Mystic Quest was. I thought it was kind of hilarious. Okay. How much treasure am I missing? 400? Jiminy Christmas, dude. I'm barely over halfway there. You've never seen the Rat movie? Oh, well, fuck. The Rat movie is like this 5-minute like YouTube movie. And it's funny. It's about rats, and they're looking for treasure. Fuck you. God damn, dude. And we've just been quoting it all the time because, like, anytime anything happens, Yarn's like, oh, this is just like the Rat movie. And then more often than not, it turns out to exactly be like the Rat movie. And it's funny. I lol. Personally, I lol every time. I put on my loller skates. Alright. Let's see how we can get up here now. This seems promising. Somewhere I haven't been. Tales of Ratphonia. Alright, I feel like we get up here and all of our problems will be solved. Question is, how do we get up here? It looks like we can go through where the level ends, so let's try that out. Spyro the Rat. This is just like the Bratz movie. Does anyone remember Bratz? There were the dolls that were pretty much just a living bimbo fetish. Yeah, screw this. We'll come back later. I remember some of the girls in my class were really into the Bratz dolls and like would play with them a lot, and I wouldn't ever get it because I was an 8-year-old boy and didn't see the appeal of playing with Bratz dolls, and now it's like, oh, now I get it. Now I get it. That's a joke, by the way. Entering treetops. We'll probably do treetops, then metalhead, and then call it a stream. I'm starting to get a little overheated. Probably just need to go turn the fan on, actually. The fuck? These guys... Okay. No, I'm more just happy when people get rare things from the Cranky Guy now. Sage's was the sole exception. Because, you know, it was funny. Alright, I'm gonna turn the fan on real quick. I'm getting very, very overheated. Very, very fast. Also, I gotta blow my nose again. Ah! I feel better. I've blown my nose and the fan is on. Why are these tribal stereotypes throwing bananas at me? This does not feel like it was made with care. Bree, you know you can go to sleep. If you're tired, go to sleep. That's comics life advice. It's not a Twitch stream. We can always you can always come back and see how it ended later. I sack.
Spyro, if you jump at the end of a supercharge ramp, you can really go far.
I'm all over it.
Sounded like really desperate to pass that information along. It's like, Spyro, you have to do this. We are all going to fucking die if you don't. Which really isn't wrong. I should have maybe kept going with the super jump there. This is the level where it's like, you have to make a lot of super jump chains to get all the dragons here. It's and the game, you outright get complimented by the dragon saying, wow, really good job, dude. Oh, I can do my whisper voice on the command. Oh, you wish you could do my whisper voice. The trick is to just try your absolute hardest to do an impersonation of Professor Oak from Pokemon. See, you can return home when, really early. It's a short level if you want, but if you want to get 100%, you are going to be here a while. And I want to get more out of this, so we're going to try to get more out of this. Yeah, I can feel that. I've been a little, I feel like you really gotta, plan this route out then really well. Well, Treetops could be a stream by itself, so we'll probably just come back here later as well. Hup! There was a Bratz live-action movie? What? Oh, if I gotta look that up, there's no goddamn way. Bratz live action. Bratz live in concert. Well, I'll give the casting directors credit. Those do kind of look like live action Bratz dolls. Metalhead. You ever gonna finish Battle? Fuck no, that game was boring as shit. That game would not be worth finishing. Now, I very rarely bail on a game midstream. If I do that, there's probably a good reason. I don't want the clout that comes from playing Battle Hymn. I don't think that's the kind of clout I want. Like, it's kind of like how people say, like, all publicity is good publicity. I don't think there's any good publicity to be gained. Like, any publicity I get from finishing Battle Hymn is not publicity I want. I feel like that'll do irrevocable damage to my brand. YouTube will delete my channel if I finish Battle Hymn. Damn, doggo, you keep coming back and then leaving and then coming back, then Jesus, criminy fuck miss. We just got Zoom punched, but with his feet. It's a JoJo reference, viewers. Sadiki!
This big robot is all charged up to meet you. Attacking the power pole should disrupt its power supply.
I have given a lot of thought to Bratz LPs because I know there's a lot of like Game Boy Advance games from them. I'll probably end up doing a Bratz LP to be total, or not LP rather, but a Bratz stream is probably in the cards. I thought there was a Bratz Christmas game, and that's what it kept coming to my mind to do, but if there is, I can't find it anywhere. I can't find any proof that it existed. I don't even know if the other Powerpuff Girl games are going to necessarily be any better. Ah, damn. Hup! Jeez, that thing's, Oh, I died. Sushi or tempura? Sushpora. Damn. There he goes. I haven't had sushi in a while, too. Tempura. Give you my lunch money if I finish Atari ET. I don't have a 2600 emulator is the thing. If I can find a functioning 2600 emulator, I will. I'll do an ET stream. And then probably some others, because 2600 games are not very long. They're just more like, this is just what it looks like if I get food poisoning and vomit. God. Haha, you are dead. Hear that, YouTube? I said the die word. I'm not family friendly. Don't take my channel away, please. But no, it's fucked, because, like, if you're not family friendly, you get your ads taken away, and if you're kid friendly, you get your ads taken away, and it's like, just... Fucking shoot me now, YouTube. Just don't find me, bro. Haha, the fine bros, am I right? I thought you meant like the You Are Dead song from Infamous, the game, and I'm like, I don't remember that. I played a lot of Infamous. It was the first HD game I ever played. I loved Infamous a lot. $500 treasure? How could I still be missing 100? Oh, there was that stuff at the beginning. And the key that I don't remember ever finding. And then that. Alright, emulator, you're trying your best, I get it, but maybe a little harder even. Rainbow monkeys, oh so very round and super chunky. I might actually just do a Fazanadu LP one of these days, or a stream rather. Cause I played through Crystallis and I loved it so much. Crystallis was just such a blast that now I'm kind of in a Fazanadu mood again. Trash Bandicoot. Hop! How do I get up there? I have an idea. Yeah, I think Metalhead's probably my favorite boss as well. I kind of like all the bosses in this game in general. Alright, well there's that, but how do I get up there? The Ace of Spades! The Ace of Spades! In the 2008 remix, or remastering of that song, rather, they cut out the line, "Don't forget the Joker," so, you know, Lemmy forgot the Joker. One of the sewer vents over the green vomit. Could that be it? Sure hope this isn't an instant kill. No, it's not. Yeah, I always thought that was funny, because I like, I don't know, yeah, Ace of Spades isn't my favorite Motorhead song. No, we started at 7:30, so it's been exactly 3 hours. There we are. Key for me. But yeah, Ace of Spades probably isn't my favorite Motorhead song, but, oh, Jiminy, 3:30. Got a Euro pal here. Hey, how you doing? What is my favorite Motorhead song, then? I really like Stone Dead Forever. That one's really good, just because that bass is chunky. I think it's the first Irish viewer we've actually had, or at least the first one that has spoken up and said they're from Ireland. Nice. I feel like I'm collecting all the European countries now. I mean, Spyro has lives, but like it's really a non-factor. I don't think it matters too much if you lose all of them. I knew we had an Australian, but not a New Zealander. Cool, I really am collecting them all, aren't I? It is like real-life Pokemon, except with people. Except that sounds like slavery, so I maybe shouldn't say that. 500, we are all good. Just look at that, I've got a cultural hodgepodge going on here, ain't that something? Yeah, I don't know, Anya. It feels like us US people might be the minority in this one. Cool. Cray. I thought it said clay. Oh, I don't like the sound of that. Go to Dreamweavers! I'm just born as Maryland EST. Nickname for a yokai? Brokai. Cool. I think this is probably where I'm going to end it for tonight because, like I said, we've been here for 3 hours, so sounds like a good enough time to call it a stream for, that'll be the last stream for the year, actually, because, we'll have, two. Well, we'll have a stream tomorrow on Twitch with, God, what was I going to say? The Christmas videos we're going to watch. So I'll post a link to that on Discord. I'll also probably post the Discord link for people that haven't been there so people can catch there. And, you know, it'll be fun. And then after that, you know, I've got family, Christmas stuff going on. And then Casey's coming down, so I'm going to be spending the rest of the year with them. So it'll be fun. We'll have a good time. Everyone will smile. I'm trying to copy the Discord link. Cool. There's the Discord link. So it'll be cool. So we'll just call it a stream for tonight. I do hope you enjoyed. And have yourselves a wonderful rest of the week. And I'm going to be making a burner Twitch account for this because we are going to be watching copyrighted stuff. So I don't want to potentially damage... I don't want to potentially damage the actual channel for that. But anyway, have yourselves a wonderful holiday break, whatever you're doing. Just enjoy yourselves. Thank you all so much for what you'll do. I'll probably put out a one more video, like a year-end review like I always do. So you can all have a wonderful time with that too. So thank you so very much for watching. Take care, everyone, and enjoy!